This is it. This is the last recap of a Dolphins game until I'm sitting here recapping week one against the New England Patriots. I'm so hyped for the season, and this game just made it even crazier. 48-10, Dolphins blow out the Eagles, and what an exciting game this was. I'm going to bring up the list of guys who did not play tonight. Should be up right now. Chase Edmonds, Jalen Waddle, Xavier Howard, Keon Crossan, Alec Ingold, Andrew Van Ginkel, Tanner Connor, Calvin Munson, Brennan Scarlett, and Teron Armstead. Was expecting the Waddle, Xavier, Alec Ingold, Armstead, and then kind of the backups. And then Chase Edmonds, understandable that he is not playing. Still not really sure why Keon Crossan didn't play because he was kind of a guy who's fighting for a roster spot, but I do expect him to make the team. Waddle still going through that injury. I think he will be able to play week one, but we'll get more info on that in a little bit. But Tyreek Hill and Tua Tagovailoa were available to play. We were guessing that we would see a little bit of Tua considering we saw some of him last week. But Tyreek Hill, he was available to play last week. We did not see him. He warmed up in pads, went to the locker room, came out, basically dressed but without pads on. So we did not see any of him last week. But Dolphins won the coin toss, wanted to receive the ball. Bit of a confusing strategy there. But for the preseason, we saw Tua Tyreek Hill come out here. I'm thinking it's a run up the middle, like always. But play action, I see Tyreek going downfield. I already know it's coming. Tua launches it. Tyreek Hill brings in 51-yard reception on the very first play from scrimmage, completely crowd electrifying. I was at that game, season ticket holder, and if there is, I posted my live reaction. I think it's on it's my most recent YouTube Shorts. I think it was just because it's like less than 30 seconds or whatever, but crazy reactions from the crowd. I had a feeling it could do something. The play would have something to do with Tyreek Hill, and it absolutely was. The following play, I think, was a play action pass again to Tyreek Hill. Then it was like a run with Mostert, which was no good. And then another play action, which was hitting River Craycraft in the back of the end zone for a touchdown. 4 plays is all it took for the Dolphins to get downfield. Probably could have been 3 if you took away that Mostert run, but it really shows that this system will be a great fit for Tua, and Mike McDaniel may be the answer in Miami. Then on defense, it was basically Zach Sealer himself who stopped them on 4th and 1. Came downfield, Dolphins scored a field goal, Eagles punted it, Dolphins came down and scored once again. It was a Sony Michel rushing touchdown, I want to say it was. But Dolphins opened the game 24-0. Tua was in for 3 drives, and that was for 2 touchdowns and a field goal. Really nice seeing Tua out there. I want to pull up the stat sheet because he was the leading passer for this team, and he only played 3 or 4 drives. 3 drives, I mean. And he was 6 for 7 with 121 yards and a touchdown, passer rating of 158.3. Again, 158.3. You can't get more perfect than that. That's literally the limit. Skylar Thompson went out there, had a great game once again, 7 for 10 with 103 yards and 3 touchdowns, 142.9 passer rating. Dolphins were really just running the clock out towards the end of the game, but one play that caught my attention was a fumbled snap, which was what I suppose should have been a run. Lynn Bowden was kind of just streaking out from the side, and he caught it, and with a nice block from, I want to say it was Trent Sherfield, or maybe it was Craycraft, who held a nice block. Lynn Bowden just ran through the defense for about, I want to say it was a 30-yard touchdown or something like that. Bridgewater, 4 for 10, 74 yards. Again, did not look very nice. Had one good pass, I think, to River Craycraft, who had a pretty big game. I want to see his stat sheet. Led the team with 4 receptions for 54 yards and a touchdown. Tyreek Hill with 2 receptions for 64 yards. Bowden for the 1 reception for 39 yards and a touchdown. That was the play I was just talking about. Hunter Long also had a pretty nice game. Had a touchdown taken away from him because of a offensive pass interference. That wasn't really pass interference, but he was able to get his touchdown back from a random just throw up from Skylar Thompson. He was able to somehow come down with it. Great play from Hunter Long. Eric Zikama, 2 receptions for 24 yards. Didn't really have himself a big game. He wasn't in for a while either. Gesicki with an 18-yard catch. It was a nice catch. A bit thrown behind from Tua. May have been better ball placement, though, with the defense and what they were in. But Gesicki was able to come down with it for, like I said, a 20-yard gain or so. I really don't know what to expect from Mike Gesicki this season. At all. I've not drafted him in one of my fantasy leagues yet, but the blocking is going to be a problem. Mike Gesicki is one of, if not the best, arguably the best receiving catching tight end in the league. He'll catch anything. I mean anything you throw his way. You can literally search up Mike Gesicki highlights, and the catches he makes are incredible. Literally one-handed catches after another. It's just absolutely insane. But the problem is the blocking. In this Mike McDaniel scheme, what he's going to bring to Miami this year, it's going to be a lot of running, a lot of play action passes, where Mike Gesicki isn't going to be running out, lining up as a receiver, going out, trying to catch. He's going to be sitting back and blocking, and that's where problems start. He was the guy that led to the safety last week in the Vegas game, and I didn't make a recap on that because there wasn't really much to talk about, but mentioning it now, he missed his block, and Teddy Bridgewater ended up having to roll out, basically getting sacked in the end zone, which caused a safety, basically losing us the game. Not that it mattered, but he's out there to get reps at blocking, and it was not good, especially that play. And I'm not really sure what to expect. We've been seeing Mike Gesicki float on the trade block and the trade rumors that the Dolphins have him on the block. I don't really think that that's true. I think there may be I think teams are calling in. I don't think we're calling teams about Gesicki. I'm not certain that he's going to get a long-term extension, nor that he's going to leave in free agency, because we want to see what he's doing this year. He's playing on the franchise tag right now. I think it was smart that we didn't sign him to a long-term extension, knowing that obviously Mike McDaniel is going to be bringing over that running scheme from San Francisco. We didn't really know what Mike Gesicki would bring to the table for that offense. And right now, it's not looking great, especially with Miami's receiving core. It's going to be tight for Gesicki to kind of line up on that on the line. I think most of the plays he's going to have to be blocking, and that's where Durian Smythe is maybe going to be tight end number one. He may be starting some games over Gesicki. I know fans are going to be going wild. Why isn't Gesicki starting? Is Gesicki getting traded? We're not going to bring him back. All right, and everyone's going to go crazy. It's going to happen. Sooner or later, it's going to happen. But I think that Mike McDaniel will have a plan. He knows that Gesicki may not be the strongest blocking tight end, but when it comes to those red zone plays, you have Gesicki on a one-on-one, hell, one-on-two. Gesicki's going to bring down that ball. There's multiple times in the Falcons game, especially, was probably the best example of it. It was Tua, unfortunately, who started in that loss, but they were kind of down in the 3rd and goal scenario, I want to say, and they threw it up to Mike Gesicki. He caught it in between two defenders, but I really don't know what he's going to bring to the table. I'm so excited for the season to start. I may have my 53-man prediction tomorrow. It may be tight, though, because the Dolphins are going to be starting to cut players here and there. If nobody's cut by tomorrow afternoon, then maybe I will make a 53-man prediction, because I'm going to start making mine starting tonight, going into tomorrow. I'm not really sure what the case is going to be. Obviously, the record prediction videos are going to keep on coming till the season starts, and the awards predictions are going to be coming soon. So a lot planned before the season starts, and of course when the season starts. I'm looking so forward. I think 11 days it is until the opener, Bills versus Rams. Hoping the Rams can pull out in that win, but not going to hope for too much. We'll see you in the next one. Have a great day. Dolphins win our final preseason game. Next up is week 1. Peace.